Hello YouTube, it's BirdoPrey5 and welcome to Bed Life for July 1st, 2019. It's also Canada Day. Happy Canada Day to all the Canadians north of the border, drowning in maple syrup and currency, which features a foreign queen. I gotta get started. Have to get my tablet started here. Make sure I'm getting comments. And this is gonna be a short stream. This is gonna be the shortest Bed Life stream perhaps I've ever done. Hector seems first after, well, Thomas Potts was here early. But Hector is first. Hello, Hector. Also, Mystique LeBeau. Welcome, Mystique LeBeau. And John DeMarco. Welcome, John DeMarco. It says, hello, all. Hello. J-Boss says, hello, people. Welcome, J-Boss. And John DeMarco says, night shades. Thank you. Yes, I'm thugging it. Thug lifing. Hashtag thug life. I love them. They show up so great on camera. Especially today. They're not turning green. Some of them might be. Not letting the fish tank shine through. Resolute Germ says, hi everyone. Welcome, Resolute. Drucifer says, love the glasses. Thank you, Drucifer. Unfortunately, these white pixels are in the way. They are not practical at all. Hector says, well, it's so short than Qapla. And Captain MKG says, afternoon, all. Afternoon, Captain. We have a few things I wanted to go over today. I want to get off before I infringe on anti-trackers. Coveted 8:30 or so p.m. slot. Try to be off. Mama prays coughing. You okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Try to be off by 8:15, the latest. And yeah, never practical, says Resolute. Yeah, in fact, they're making it very hard to read the comments. Thank you. Oh, well, that's better. That is better. Hello again. I know, they're not as fun. They are not as fun, but they'll do. Actor says you are missing the medicinal joint associated with thug life. You're right. Now, this is not a joint or medicinal per se. I don't even know if I'm holding it right. I've never smoked. I took a puff of a cigar once. Huh?
I said you had it.
I had it? Oh, good. Mama Prey, who's an expert at smoking, tells me I had it. Must run in the family. Cool is never practical. That's what you said. Miss Lundell's Groovy Movie says, Qapla, Mr. Lundell. Hector says, very cool. Yeah, Joe Camel, cool. Mystique says, very nice. Thank you, Mystique. Mamo Praise says, greetings all. Please hit the like button. Oh.
And live chat.
And go to live chat. Yes, Thomas Potts with $1.99 says, I'll be back when I get to work unsubbing. I am sorry, Thomas. Thomas was not happy with the late start. But yes, I got to switch over to live chat before I forget. He's not unsubbing because of the cigarette. Resolute Germ says it's Joe the Camel. Well, half right. Well, it's Canada Day. So I know I don't think we have any Canadians in the chat right now, but I imagine they will come at some point or watch in the rerun. So I decided to give Canada my greatest honor. Have you guessed it? Well, Mama Pray's already afraid because she knows. She knows I'm going to sing "Oh Canada" just for you, Canadians. It's not Cardassian Day. Hello, happy Cardassian Day, says John DeMarco. DJ says, hail all. DJ, get your computer recording. You get to hear Berto Pray 5 sings "Oh Canada" so that you can play it for your Canadian audience. And DJ says, no, Bird is going to sing and start a war with Canada. No, I will have the utmost respect, and Mystique, live long and prosper. I hope that's what you're saying. Miss Londell says, in honor of Canada Day, we shall play reruns of Dudley Do Right. No, for Canada Day, we could just play reruns of Star Trek. Tiki of Doom says, war, Qapla. Qapla. Agner says, so this is how the war starts. Yes, World War III started when Berto Pray 5 sang "Oh Canada" to a ungrateful nation. But, seriously. Happy Canada Day, Canadians. And just be thankful I'm not doing it in French. Do Canadians salute? Do they pledge? I don't know. I think they take a hockey stick. Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love, in all thy sons' command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. America, keep us free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. And I'm now thoroughly insulted that standing is ableist. Since I cannot stand, I am now suing Canada for 100 billion Canadian dollars, or 500 American, whichever they want to send. It wasn't bad. You see, I was being honest. I was being completely respectful to our neighbors to the north. This is the one day a year they deserve that respect. It's the one day a year all Americans should respect our neighbors to the north. And we won't even remember the fact that despite, even when we tried prohibition, and Canada thought it was completely fine to send illegal booze into the United States. It was a great industry they had, even though it was completely against our laws. And they, funded crime. They funded organized crime, terrorism with their illegal booze shipments. But we don't hold it against them. And we've forgiven them for that War of 1812 thing, right? It's okay. It's okay. Canadians are good guys, right? They're good guys and gals. They've got lots of beavers and maple syrup. Yes. The true story of Canada Day, says Resolute Germ. DJ says no for Canada Day, yay. Play Weird Al's Canadian Idiot. I've never heard of it. DJ says you are American, you don't salute. DJ says run, here comes the bombs. Canadians don't really have bombs. They have pretty good snipers, but no bombs. Actor says if we are lucky, they will draft Justin Bieber. DJ says no, Bieber was the sneak attack. John DeMarco says that was great, eh? Hey, yeah, hey. Oh, yeah, very great, eh? Sorry. Too respectful, you say. Oh, sorry, Resolute. Canada says Section 31, says DJ. Actor says someone send this to Foley. Zethon says first. A little late. DJ says please just don't sing on the 4th. Oh, DJ, you mean you want me to sing on the 3rd? Because we got a lot of patriotism. A lot of patriotism this July 4th. Mystique LeBeau says, Canada, please take back Bieber, but you leave Shatner. You bastards. Mr. Lundell's Groovy Movies, I just want to take all these left-wing actors who claim they were moving to Canada, if you know who was elected. I just want them to take all these left-wing actors who claim they were moving to Canada. Yeah, well. Zedon says, I'm not your buddy, guy, from South Park. Scott. I'm not your buddy. Terrence and Phillip, the pride of Canada. It's Canada's. I should sing It's Canada's Fault. I might have to look for that. Oh, that's explicit lyrics, though. That's explicit lyrics. So, number 2, I wanted to point out, and this is in case anybody, if anybody is in the market for a 2005 Jeep Grand Cherokee limited edition, loaded, all the options you could have gotten, with 193,000 miles, but in good condition, except for the fact that the engine is blown, and it has a salvage title. But I can attest, the person who owns this Jeep loves this Jeep as much as I loved my Jeep, okay? She's had this Jeep for 14 years. Every mile on it has been under her ownership. She called me today because to fix the engine is $6,000, which frankly is more than the Jeep is worth, probably by a couple $1,000, even if it was in decent condition. But she so doesn't want it to end up in a junkyard. She hates the thought that her Jeep would end up in a junkyard. She's willing to almost give it away just for scrap value, a few $100, to anybody who would be willing to take it and fix it. Okay, what the Jeep dealer told her is that now the engine does turn over, does work if you're giving it constant gas, but if you let up on the gas, it stalls immediately. So it's really not safe to drive, but the engine does turn over and stuff like that. But what the dealer told her is that the whole engine needs to be replaced if they were to do it. But somebody who has a garage or knows what they're doing and could replace the engine on their own, or go to a junkyard themselves and get a used engine and put it in for their own labor, it's probably be a very good deal. But to get it professionally fixed, like the Jeep dealer would have to do, it's a total waste of money, and nobody would likely do that. So, if anybody out there wants a deal on an 05 Jeep Grand Cherokee, it's got DVDs front and back, heated seats, power everything, GPS, all the options you could get, sunroof, all the options you could get on the '05 Jeep in decent shape for a Northeast vehicle. I mean, they just live a couple of blocks away from a car wash, so they used to get it washed religiously in the winter. There's not a hell of a lot of rust for a Northeast vehicle. If this was cheap enough, I'd be buying it. I'd be buying it from Mama Pray, because our dad's Avalanche that she drives, it's in need of it's having issues. Didn't start today. So I was like, oh man, if this was, $3,000 cheaper, we'd be getting it for Mama Pray. Because I trust it. I mean, granted, yes, it's a salvage title, but she had it rebuilt years ago. It's doing well. She's kept up. All the work has been done by the car dealer. She's not far from Westbury Jeep, which is where I had bought my Jeep from. She got into Jeeps because of me. Okay, I was the Jeep person that got her and her sister hooked on Jeeps. So yes, I feel bad for her. So anyone is interested in a Jeep, legit. I don't know how you would get it to you, if you could come pick it up or send a tow truck or whatever. It would be very cheap. Message me on Discord or Twitter or email or something, or in the chat here, and let me know. What?
Was this the Jeep she tried to run you over with?
No.
Oh.
No, this was not the Jeep she tried to run me over with.
Oh.
This was not the Jeep I was holding on to the hood of. That was her first Jeep. This is actually her third Jeep. That was back in 1999, 2000. That I was holding on to the hood of her Jeep. That was a 99 WJ Grand Cherokee. This is a 2005 WK Grand Cherokee. Okay. Dongo is in the house. Welcome, Dongo. Zethon says, this is a great day for Canada and therefore the world. DJ Odyssey says, Canadian Idiot, no bad lyrics. It's Weird Al for crying. Oh, yeah, no. Canadian Idiot doesn't have bad lyrics. Blame Canada from South Park has the bad lyrics. You know what? If we got a little time, we'll probably do some more Canada songs for Canada Day. For Canadian Day. What am I talking about? DJ says hi to Kat and Trey. Okay, I'm not going to say the hellos. Actor says, if someone uses fireworks on the 4th, remember, as they say in Karoga, don't use them. Don't even look at them? We say that in Karoga? If someone uses fireworks on the 4th, remember, if they say made in Karoga, don't use them. Don't even look at them. Well, yeah, there's no official fireworks factory in Karoga, so it's probably good advice. Hi, Dongo. Resolute says $6. $6. John DeMarco says it's in perfect shape except the engine doesn't work. Sounds great. It's not in perfect shape. It's in good shape except for the engine. I know that sounds ridiculous, but I mean, realistically, replacing the engine is not the end of the world. It's just hard. $6 for the Jeep, Resolute? If that was a serious offer, we'd consider it, but I don't think it is. Captain Cat says create engine and it would be fine. Actor says maybe put a Fiat engine inside. This has a Hemi. Okay, this is a 5.7 liter Hemi engine. Now, apparently this engine, if you're a car person, they're all over the place. That's what she was told. I don't know. I'm not into engines and stuff like that. But the 5.7 liter, because that was Dodge, Chrysler, and Jeep all used the same engine in 2005. that this engine, you can find it everywhere, supposedly. Resolute says it's in great shape for a scrapper. DJ says put a squirrel and cage in it. Better engine. And DJ says, oh, wait a minute, get Mama Prey back in here to tell us this story. What story? Oh, the story of me being run over? I've told this story. I'll tell it again. John Araki with a $1 super chat. Thank you so much, John Araki. It's greatly appreciated. Okay, so the story was back in college, and my senior year. It was a day that we were having a job fair. So I happened to be dressed in a nice suit. You know, a nice suit for a 20-year-old or whatever. Not a fancy suit, but a nice suit for me. And you know, it was we were hanging around the engineering office playing and having fun as we often did, and I don't know, I said something that she took offense to or something. I don't even remember what the details of it was. But she was leaving the building, man, that was late at night. Not late, it was like 8 o'clock at night, 8:30 at night, maybe. She was leaving the building. Classes had already ended late, and there were people around, but not a lot. And she was parked right in front of the building because after hours, students could park anywhere they wanted on campus, and there was a spot right in front of the main entrance to the engineering building. So I went out chasing her, trying to get her to stay and let me explain. And she got into her Jeep, that she was mad she was going to go home. So I figured if I get on the hood of her Jeep, surely she wouldn't drive away with me on the hood of her Jeep. Nope. She pulled out. I was still on the hood. So then I'm going to say she gunned it. But she started moving forward with me still hanging on the hood of her Jeep. And I ended up falling off and rolling, luckily, off to the side, to the driver's side, I believe, and clearing the Jeep. With luck, the Jeep did not go over me, but I ripped everything. My elbows were scraped against the ground. I was bleeding from my elbows, from my knees. The entire suit was ruined. The shirt underneath it was ruined. One of the oldest people. Now, he wasn't a professor or a teacher, but he was a person in charge of an energy lab that we had in the building of the engineering basement. He was outside, and she worked for him through like a part-time job in the energy lab. He saw this happen. He was like one of the few witnesses of actually seeing it happen. And he was like, what did you do? But it paid off. I granted there was a lot of blood and pain. But she after she saw what happened, she did not leave, and she felt bad, and she helped me tend to my wounds. So, mission accomplished, I guess. That was the story. I've told it before. Vile Mike says, howdy, folks. See, when Jeep people are passionate people. DJ says, howdy, Mike. Resolute says, too bad I paid more for the Jeep that almost killed Birdo Prey. I paid more. Too bad I'd have paid more for the Jeep that almost killed Birdo Prey. Yeah, well, I would too. It was like a dark red maroon Jeep Grand Cherokee 1999 Jeep Grand Cherokee, the bubble one. It's probably that rounded hood that saved my life because I went off the side instead of sliding down in front and the Jeep going over me. How different life could have been. Captain Cat says, I'd pay for pictures. I'd pay for pictures too. But none at the time, unfortunately. Vile Mike says, for Canada Day, I thought I would share the story of how Canada got its name. Oh, thought I would share the story of how Canada got its name. Well, Vile Mike, that's actually a pretty long story, and since I only have about 30 minutes before I got a hard break for Anti-Tracker, I don't know if we have time. Maybe another day. John Araki says, Qapla, John Araki. Actor says, Karoga's ammunition factories and aerospace industry double as fireworks factories. Vile Mike says, wanting to name their new country, they put a bunch of Scrabble tiles into a bag and started pulling them out. And, we get a C-A-N-A-D-A. I get it. John Meyer says, oh, Canada. Were you here, John Meyer? I sang Oh, Canada already this stream. Actor says, a sundress suit. No, not a sundress. Actor says, chasing her to explain on her hood. When you put it that way. Vile Mike says, Bird of Prey was a Klingon to that Jeep. A Klingon. I should have clung on a little better, though. John Meyer says you need to meet Shatner and tell him that story. Why would... because he used to tell... Yeah, it's T.J. Hooker. John Araki says, ruin the shorts, too. I don't know. Was I wearing boxers at that time? Probably. I would assume the boxers made it through okay. Ms. Delondel's groovy movie says you should have just apologized the next day like you're supposed to. Wasn't my fault, though. John DeMarco says it was worth it for the chance to climb on the hood of a Jeep. Vile Mike, and she ended up making Bird of Prey. No! Actor says in the dark she saw a Klingon. John Myers is granted there was a lot of blood. Another excellent quote. Resolute Germ says, and that's how... No, it's not. Actor says, I need to buy some knee pads and assorted paraphernalia. Roland says, hail, Roland, Qapla. Thomas says, so law is moving on Bird of Prey. Can be anti-trigger neighbor. A live camera across the street should put up if that happens. Yeah, Laura's moving, but is he moving far? I don't know if he's moving out of Murfreesboro. Of course, if Laura does move, then I guess Anti-Tracker doesn't have to take his garbage to the dump anymore. John Myers says Anti-Tracker needs to 3D print a bird hood ornament for his big patrons. Vile Mike says, okay, made Bird of Prey laugh a bit. Now back to work for me later all. Take care, Vile Mike. Let's see, what else do we have in our bag of goodies here? What the hell was this? I don't know. Oh, we did that already. That's too old now. Too old. Nope. I think I already mentioned that. This one's interesting. Okay, so from the Bird of Prey 5 news desk, let's look at a couple of weird ones here. Dozens of drivers followed Google Map directions and wound up stuck in the mud. This was in Colorado. Somewhere in Colorado, Google Maps sent them on a strange and dangerous detour. Yes, Sassy. Yes. One of the drivers who got stuck took pictures of the scene on Sunday. Oh, you get to see my my microphone. I changed it with a blue top because the black one was causing artifacts on the green screen. So that's what you see. The app sends dozens of vehicles down a route that included a dirt road, which was a muddy mess thanks to recent rain. There was a road closed sign, but had fallen over and was difficult to see. It was also shot to hell. Okay, tons of bullet holes. Some cars got stuck and other vehicles quickly backed up behind them. There were also a couple of ditches that made it hard for the cars to cross. The drivers couldn't even turn around because there were fields of trenches on either side of the one-lane road. Why did Google send us out here to begin with? Asked Connie Monsons, who was one of the drivers led astray by the directions. There was no turning back once you were out there. The road is reportedly privately owned and maintained, but neither the city of Denver nor the city of Aurora could say whether the road was really closed to traffic. And here is a little pictures and video of the road. These people, you would think, I don't know, at some point, there's the road closed sign. Those are bullet holes, okay? Many rural signs, they get shot at. Yeah. Not the type of place you want to be. Now, why am I showing you this? Because it kind of reminds me of something that happened to me. Sassy girl, please, baby. Back in 2000, maybe 2001. I think 2001. I was on the first time I ever did like a trip on my own. I was I'd gone business trips, but I'd go and I'd meet people there eventually. So I'd get there on my own. But I think it was 2001 or early 2002. I took a trip to Arizona, and I drove around Arizona for like a week, just seeing different places, completely on my own, just me and a rental Jeep, a Grand Cherokee, by the way, the same kind I hung onto the hood of. And, back in 2001, GPS for cars was kind of new. Okay, they didn't have GPS that you could get with your rental car. They didn't have Garmin's you could stick to the window yet. So what I had was a laptop connected to a power inverter, and the laptop had a USB GPS unit, and the laptop was running the Lorme EarthMate GPS, whatever, Studio 6, Rode Atlas 6. So it was like a laptop screen, and I was trying to follow to see where it was. And I was driving around. I had no idea where what was or what wasn't. And apparently I turned down a road that I did not know was technically considered an Indian reservation. And I'm driving, and I'm seeing like lots of poor people, okay? Like little trailers and like kids playing outside who don't have any toys, and they're like playing with old broken farm equipment and shit. And I'm driving past, and I'm just following the GPS. I was like, I'll turn here. And then I turned, and then the GPS was saying, oh, there's a road. So I'm following this road, and the road is along a river, but not a raging river. In Phoenix, around Phoenix. Alexa, stop. That was our alarm earlier. That was to remind Mama Prey to shut off the barbecue because she grilled tonight. The grill. But we did already. So anyway, I was going down this road next to this no, what do they call it? An aquifer? No, not an aquifer. An aqueduct. An aqueduct. And the Jeep is driving. And I'm like, okay, this road connects to the main road. So I did this detour through the Indian reservation. I'm going to get back onto the main road. So I'm driving, and like I'm passing people. They're looking at me all weird and shit. I'm like, whatever, just keep driving. And I get, there's a bunch of dust being shot up because it's all dirt roads. And I get to the end of this road, right where it's supposed to connect to the main highway. And there's a gate, a fence. And it's locked and it's closed. So I get out of the Jeep. I go look, because, rural places, there are fences. And if it's a road and the gate's not locked, you are generally allowed to open the gate, go in, and close the gate behind you and keep driving. As long as it doesn't say that it's, no trespassing or something. So I went around the gate to see what it said, and it said, no public vehicle access, private property, no trespassing, the whatever Indian nation. And I was like, fuck. Because I was on the wrong side of the fence. And there was no way to get out except to go all the way back around the long path I had already come through. So I went as fast as I could for safety's sake. I was looking out for the kids and everything, but I hightailed it back out of there and made it back to sovereign U.S. soil. The big dust behind me. That's all I would have needed to do was be pulled over by tribal police and try to explain, but the map said there was a road. I don't think that would have gone over well. Young me. Oh, this one is weird. Okay. First, I was like, no, this is terrible. Because I just got done convincing Sister O'Prey that the new abortion law does not make it illegal for a woman to miscarry, as that was fake news. But then there's real news. Alabama woman indicted for manslaughter after miscarrying when shot. Yeah, so this is actually a weird and scary story. The woman got shot and she miscarried the baby she was pregnant with. And the jury, the judge or whatever, the prosecutors, instead of charging the person who shot her, they charged her, the person who got shot, with manslaughter for her own baby fetus dying inside of her after she was shot, because they said she started the fight. Now, I'll grant you, I can see the logic. If she started the fight, but she was not armed. So, can you really blame her for getting shot if she was not armed? I don't know. And the can of worms this opens up there is no way this is worth it, that you should charge a mother for miscarrying because she got shot. She didn't choose to get shot, although they said she could have not instigated an issue. But still, if you get shot, you don't blame the victim, okay? The only person guilty there was the person, assuming you're not armed and you're not fighting somebody, If you're just saying mean words and somebody shoots you, it's not your fault you got shot, in my opinion. Now, I might not feel bad for you getting shot if you were saying really terrible things, but I won't charge you with killing your own baby in that circumstance. That's just bullshit. That's just bullshit. So yeah, those were the couple of couple of things I wanted to come out. Oh, this is the shop au prey. I don't think I showed this off. I might have showed this off last time. This is at teespring.com/stores/birdaupre5, and you can get to it on birdaupre5.com. You got your shirts, your t-shirts, your iPhone cases, your bags, your long sleeve tees, more t-shirts. Now every one of these come in different colors, like a man loves his Jeep comfort tee. The store takes like a good minute after you click on an item, though. That's the only really annoying thing. There it goes. It loads eventually, and yeah, like everything comes in multiple colors. You can pick a color: black, blue, purple, whatever you want. We saw what it came out like. It's really good. The quality on the shirt is really good. In fact, I should have been wearing mine today, but I didn't think of it. And at the bottom of the page is a mug with three quotes as opposed to just a single quote. I'm sorry about Sassy. She's in a mood. She's in a mood. It was a typo of the mouth. I loved my Jeep like a man loves his car or his Jeep, which is the same quote that's on all the other merchandise. And there are plenty of fish in the ocean, so don't worry about irradiating it. You can start your morning with those quotes. And this is, again, the Teespring shop, Bird of Prey 5, which you can get to from birdaupre5.com. Okay, so that's enough. That's enough with the web browser. Let's go back to the comments, and we're going to finish this off because it's getting late. It's getting late. Let's see. Hood ornament. Okay. Bio Mike said farewell. DJ Odyssey says the story of Bird's first girlfriend would take more time and $300 and Tijuana trip in the mid-90s. It's close. DJ says Kuroga Maps. No, it wasn't Kuroga Maps. It was the Lorme Street Atlas, either version 5 or version 6. Thomas says yes, Kuroga GPS. John Meyer says get a horse or get a tank. Resolute Germ says $300 at Tijuana sounds too hot for YouTube. $300 is a hell of a lot of money for Tijuana in the 90s. I tell you that much. You could have 300 girlfriends for that much. John Meyer says trenches or plowed ground. I don't know. Enclave Soldier says have a nice day all. Welcome or goodbye, Enclave Soldier, whichever it is. Good to see you. All right, Thomas Potts says I saw a story of a GPS sent an elder couple down the wrong road and they got stuck a few days in the snow. I remember that. I remember that too. Yeah, it happened. But that was one elderly couple. This story was dozens and dozens of drivers. Actor says 2001, A Bird's Odyssey. DJ says I am not Bird's Odyssey. Well, you have Odyssey in the name. John Meyer says, are you Homer's Odyssey? No, that's too long. Actor says, and Bird found the first red signal. DJ says, dough. Thomas says, it's all Reagan's fault. He allowed GPS for public use. That bastard. DJ says, it's been a long road. It was literally a long road. John Myers says, and that's how Bird became an honorary Apache. I think it's the Navajo Nation in Arizona, but I'm not sure. Captain Cat says, Alexa, stop. No. Yes, she can be a timer. She can be in a timer, an alarm, a countdown, remember things. Yeah. Flip coins, roll dice, pick random numbers, all types of goodies. DJ says, and that's how a bird lost the hair on the top of his head. It was about that time, but I don't think it was. The Jeep is driving. No, I was driving. Captain Cat says, I thought, no, she's not just for TV channels. Actor says, and that was how Joe got into Area 51. Oh, I wish. John Myers says, close the gate, cows. Yes. Yes, the gates are for cows. And also, if you're riding, if you know it's for cows, because by the gate they will have a cow guard. And what a cow guard is, a cattle guard or whatever, it's a, they dig out the ground and they put in these slots. So the slots are like maybe, 4 or 5 inches apart. So it's big enough that a car tire can go through them without falling in. But a cow can't put its hoof down because it would get caught. So the cow knows it can't walk over that like 2 or 3 foot wide patch. So it keeps the cow in, or whatever animal, like a cow, a lamb, a sheep, whatever, a goat, maybe a goat. I don't know about goats, but it's mostly for cattle. So yeah, there's all the types of things I didn't know about, being a New Yorker. I had to learn the hard way. Well, actually, not all of it was the hard way. Resolute's is good way to get shot at. Yes, it is. Thomas Foss says Indians going to scout. No, it doesn't happen anymore. Captain Cat's Lowland at Hector, Area 51 is in Nevada, but yeah, still I drove around Nevada as well. I love driving around desert. Not that Nevada is all desert. And notice I'm pronouncing it correctly. Oh, I've got another story. Okay, good. I got one more story to tell you before we're going to go. John Myers says, and that's how Karoga invaded a sovereign nation for the first time. Technically true. Tiki of Doom, and that's how Bird inadvertently created the great Navajo dust storm of 01. Resolute says Bird's first invasion of a foreign nation. John DeMarco says, technically, I did go to Europe in high school, so invasion there. John DeMarco says, we know you just wanted to read the article because AOC is in the corner. I didn't even notice. Thomas is lolling to John. Multi-Gunman, hey Bird, how's it going? It's going good, Multi-Gunman. We're on a short stream tonight. Multi-Gunman says, but Bird, people in Turkestan do intend on getting shot. Gunshots are preferable to life in Turkestan. That is true. Hector says, I spy a Canadian over there. Miss Lundell's Groovy Moving says, raining cats and dogs in Dallas. Wow, okay, but be careful. Thomas says, I can't believe today was already the first day of winter. It is in Australia, right? Well, not the first day. Hector says, free food for everyone in Dallas. Oh, God. John Meyer says, was this like a felony murder when the getaway driver gets charged without shooting? I watched too much Law and Order when I was depressed. Tiki of Doom says, no American Eagle Bird of Prey shirt for the 4th. We could do that. I got the American Eagle Bird of Prey shirt. We got to remember to get that ready for the 4th. Resolute Germ says, hi, that tough old bird shirt. Resolute Germ says, hi, Multi-Gunman. You missed Bird's tribute to your nation. Yes, I sang Oh Canada. And I sang it well. Actor says, probably for the better. No, Actor, it was a decent rendition of Oh Canada. To Multi-Gunman says, Resolute Germ, I wish I could have seen it. I'll have to watch the upload Yeah, it's in the first 10 minutes or so. Ms. Lundell says, why didn't you give a choice quote on the mugs? Because there was no option to give a choice of quotes. There's three good quotes on the mug. On the mug at the bottom is 3 quotes. If I wish there was an option to just type in your own quote or something, but it's not an option. DJ says, love that look, close, lol. Surprisingly. Actor says, today AOC costs more than $300. Well, yeah, of course. Politicians. Roland says, long days and pleasant nights. DJ says, just because it's inflated price to keep her quiet. Chief Cook says, hi guys, welcome Chief Cook. DJ says, how do you pronounce Apache? Apache, whatever. Apache's right. Chris Purser, Qapla, Bird of Prey, and a hearty hello to one and all. Welcome, Chris Purser. Thank you so much. You know what, Chris? You've been sorely neglected. Welcome to Team Wrench, Chris Purser. I apologize for being so late. Thomas says, I saw a video where a guy asked Alessa a question and response was creepy. Then she shut off and wouldn't respond anymore. Oh, that's weird. Howdy, DJ, and sees that DJ survived the storm, says Chris. DJ says, yes, round 2 later tonight. Be careful, DJ. Don't tempt fate. John Meyer says, cow guards cost money. They certainly do. And John, you need a wrench. You need a wrench. DJ says, Chris Purser, take all you want. Chief Cook says, hi, birds sing Old Town Road. I don't know Old Town Road. But this stream, we're not going to have time to sing Old Town Road. DJ says, can you open Amazon for us? We want to see what women's clothing you were looking at today. Chris says, but did Bird's high school European invasion make him a married man? No. Too merry, says DJ. Chris says, DJ, that would have been a Kodak moment. DJ says, that wasn't how you pronounced it earlier. What I pronounced it, Apache?
Yeah.
Apache. Who cares, okay? I bet it's not pronounced either way in their native language. Thanks for the wrench, Bird. You are welcome, Chris. Tijuana and Bird might not have been a Kodak moment. I actually had a photo from Tijuana, my first trip. Went with 3 guys from work, and the photo was hanging in my office. It's probably gone now. I'd have to call. I wonder if my friend kept it. My friend went through my office after I got sick and took some things and then kept some of it. I wonder about that one. DJ says, I've lived here for over 20 years in this trailer, never have left, and won't in any tornado warning. Well, DJ, I hope you stay safe. Actor says Apaches call themselves Indies, so use that instead. Chief Cook says, hey Bird, and he puts in a link. Let's see. Time is coming out. Linus X Old Town Road. Parental advisory. There's explicit lyrics. I don't know that I can do that. But again, tonight I've got it. So let me tell you this story. So I got we're trying to get rid of this 8-foot by 3-foot very heavy folding table that has been in my house since I bought it. It actually was left here by the old owners. It's actually a folding table in very good condition, but it's damn heavy. I mean, even when I was healthy and walking.
Is Multi-Gunman?
Yeah, Multi-Gunman's here.
Is he in Astoria?
Oh, well, he's welcome to it, Multi-Gunman, if you want it. Or whoever's nearby. If you want it, you let me know. But it's this 8 foot by 3 foot, very heavy Formica folding table. So it's folded up in my garage, and unfortunately the legs fold up. Yeah, so it's right now it's an 8 foot by 3 foot by like 4 inches thick piece of wood with legs that are folded closed. Piece of Formica, and it's got like a metal brace around it. And so we were just trying to get rid of it. So I listed it on Facebook groups for free. And I asked people to message me, to reply to the post if they were going to message me, because Facebook doesn't tell you messages from people that aren't on your friends list. You got to go looking for them. So nobody did. But this morning I said, okay, let me go check my messages just in case. Just in case somebody had messaged me. And I found a message back from April from my Reddit. And it was a guy who said if he did his research correctly, I was related to, and he put my grandfather's name. And he said, and your grandfather served in the the 8th Infantry or some group in World War II that he served in, and that he served with this guy's father, and he knew that my grandfather was from Brooklyn, New York. He knew my grandfather's name, and he said that his father had a Nazi flag that had come back. He'd brought back from World War II, and my grandfather and other people in the, I don't know what they call it in the Army, the platoon, the squadron, I guess the platoon, other guys, they all signed this flag, and my grandfather's signature was one of the signatures on the flag. So the guy was just wondering if, he knew my grandfather had passed, but wondering if the family had any stories or anything, or any photographs or anything of the time. Now, my grandfather I was 15 when my grandfather died. He died in 94. So I remember my grandfather telling me some stories. I mean, he had been shot. He got the Purple Heart. He was shot, and he was shot at the Battle of the Bulge. And, growing up, he had showed us a couple of things that he had, spoils of war that you were allowed to take home at the time. He had a Nazi Luger, a pistol, and some other little things. I never saw a Nazi flag, and never mentioned everything about signing one. And I never saw pictures of him from the service. But, so I called my uncle and my aunt to see, if they had heard anything about it. My uncle had never heard about the flag either, but he did remember a story. So apparently when my grandfather got shot, it was the Battle of the Bulge. So people were getting shot left and right. It was total chaos. So the people who brought him on the gurney into the field hospital, or wherever they were using some big building as a hospital. And they brought him in, and apparently they left him with the shot German troops. Okay? So he was there in the gurney, surrounded by injured Nazis. And when an American came over to talk to him, they sent an American who spoke German, because America, for as evil as we were actually providing medical assistance to the Nazis we shot. Thankfully, because my grandfather was one of them, not a Nazi, but he was with the Nazis. So this American guy comes over and starts speaking German to my grandfather, who's like 19 years old, 20 years old at this point. My grandfather's like, what the fuck are you saying? I'm American. I don't speak German. And the guy didn't believe him, because here he is, he's in with the Nazis. And he's like, oh, you speak very good English for a Nazi. My grandma's like, I'm not a Nazi. I'm an American. And he pulls out his dog tags. And the guy looks at him. And the guy, it's livid. He starts screaming. He's like, someone get this effing American out of here. He doesn't belong with these effing krauts. And he screamed at the two people who dropped him in the wrong area. And then they put him to the other side of the hospital where they were treating the Americans considerably better, I would assume. And also he wasn't around all the people that were shooting at him minutes earlier. So, yeah. That was a great story I'd never heard before. My uncle told. Unfortunately, I don't think we have anything to add to this signed flag story. But, yeah, I learned something new. Learned something new about family history. Where are we? Actor says DJ is like that old lady farmer in Chernobyl. I hope he doesn't have a cow. Oh, yeah. DJ says, I have not. Well, it sounds like you are, DJ. Chris says, DJ, you might want to dial that down. Don't forget Mom O'Prey is here. She's not on the screen, she says. Multi-Gunman says, I'll fly out and pick it up. Yeah, Multi-Gunman's not from Astoria. DJ Odyssey says, Mom O'Prey is just one of the guys here. Actor says, they are called ping pong ball tables. This is not a ping pong table. This is quite heavy. It doesn't fold in half. It's just the legs that fold. Now you could definitely play beer pong off of it. It would make a good ping pong table, but it's not a ping pong table. Multi-Gunman says, if I fly out to New York to pick out the table, can I have sassy too? No, absolutely not.
Tell him I'm sorry. Somebody's in Astoria.
Yeah, mom confused you with somebody who's in Astoria. Actor says no stream is just so short that the Nazi word can't be squeezed in. DJ says, if I drive out to pick up the table, will there be a restraining order against me from Sis O'Prey? No, we probably wouldn't tell her you were coming, so. Chris says, nice try, Multi-Gunman. You couldn't afford Sassy. She's part of the family. Exactly.
Well, we just wouldn't tell her who he was.
Well, she's seen pictures. Yeah, she might have forgot. Yeah, if you don't come in a pink bunny suit, which you retired anyway, you might not notice it was you. The second bird says Nazi. The fish tank background turned red. Coincidence? I think not. I knew you were a Nazi bird. Shame. Yeah, now I pronounce it Nazi. Like they used to in the movies. Nazis. Maybe YouTube won't get angry that way. Thomas Potts says my grandfather was with them. That is what I said. Multi-Gunman says, Chris, I'll steal her James Bond 007 style. I'll put her in my suitcase. I don't think that would be quiet enough. Mystique LeBeau says this explains so much. Hector says a couple of generations later, his grandson still shouts out, not a Nazi on the internet. Yes, I guess the more things change, the more they stay the same. Thomas is lolling. Chris says, well, Gunman, wait till DJ gets there so he can film it for your Bond-like exploits. Mr. Lundell's, it's a banquet table. It might be. Yeah, like a banquet table would be how to explain it. Like, a catering hall might use it. Multi-Grudman is lolling at Chris Persa. DJ says, well, yeah, would bring the bunny suit out of retirement for that. And Thomas says, why does DJ want to so much to be your brother-in-law? Well, 47 Yorktown says, hello, Mr. Bird, and happy Canada Day to my fellow Canadians. Happy Canada Day, 47 Yorktown. If you refresh the stream after I'm done, I sung Oh Canada just for you guys today. In a respectful way, might I add. In a respectful way. Okay, guys. Yes, happy Canada Day. I'm going to call it. It's just about 8:30. I know it was a short stream. I don't want to hold up Anti-Trekker. Qapla, good night. Happy Canada Day. And I'll be back on tomorrow. Today was because 4th of July, I usually have physical therapy Tuesday, Thursdays. But this week it's Monday, Wednesday, and I had Camille today also. So it backed up the day. And yeah, it won't usually happen like this. Wednesday is going to be tough. Wednesday, I'll probably do the Deep Space Nine stream at this time, since Wednesday Anti-Trekker doesn't do a night stream, so we have more time. Qapla, good night. Yeah, Trekker is late, but maybe he's just waiting for me to end. Yeah, see you over at Anti-Trekker stream. Have a happy, great night. Happy Dominion Day. God save the Queen, says Dale. Good night. Good night. Good night. Qapla. Thank you all for watching my video. Please remember to comment, like, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell icon. Without it, you won't get notifications of new videos. Check out BirdoPrey5.com, the new home of everything BirdoPrey5 on the web. You can also check out my forum at juot.net. I'm also on social media, on Facebook, Twitter, and Gab. If you'd like to make a donation, check out paypal.me/BirdoPrey5 or on BirdoPrey5.com. Take care.